with a seatbelt. To fasten, push heads together. Tighten seatbelt.
I know if you fight kung fu, but I go fight for you. I got my eyes on you.
I've made it. Look at where I'm staying. That's the train station where I'm going to take the train on in a couple of days. And then this is my hotel. Jokes. Amazing.
You got vibes on you. I know
These tiny elevators in France. Will it ever end? We've got an hour to get inside the club.
I got my eyes on you. You got vibes on you.
Okay, I'll tell you everything about the room, the hotel, and everything else and why we're here tomorrow. Imagine, I'm going to play a New Balance launch for Bodega and I don't have the product, which I was counting on as an outfit. So yeah, great. But let's, for now, just get as ready as quick as possible. I wanted to be in the club in 20 minutes. That's not gonna happen. Hey, this is the outfit. Yeah, I'm gonna get there 5 minutes before my set.
We could go on a vacation.
Look at this sexy. Look at that. Oh.
Pink do-rags on, you know what I'm saying? Wait, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, holding down what though?
Oh, hold on. It's still here, you know what I mean? It's still here.
Oh, I need
So
that.
we're really
Sorry,
moving
I'm
on.
gonna take that.
Boston,
Take the
Boston
train and
in
I'll take the
building.
helicopter.
It's got a fucking tube station on his fucking arm.
It's the whole city.
It's a train tube.
It's not. It's not. It's not. It's the whole city. It's the whole city. Right there, the T. Shorty, right? T,
The
right?
tube.
When you go to where we're from, on this part,
Yeah.
you'll see like the you know, the projects and the graffiti and shit like that.
Not gonna lie, I fucking killed it. It was empty by the time I got there and full 20 minutes in. Now asleep. It's 11:15. No, it's 11:45. And I managed to get an emergency nail appointment with a girl for 11. It's fucked up. This is the fit. Prada's 194. Axe Arigato. Prada and this denim jacket from the store. Oh, Axe Arigato. Right, I'm in an area called Clancourt, the Super Central, trying to get these nails done at this girl's house, but I need to find the house. And that seems to be the struggle.
Like nobody cares. See your Insta, but nobody cares. See your Snapchat, but nobody cares. See your WhatsApp, but nobody cares. Nah, nobody cares. I see your Insta, but nobody cares.
So Clementine's apartment was actually in an area called Chateau Rouge, which is super central, and it's like the main African area. I was right. And they have the biggest African market every day. I loved it. It's next to an area called Barbès, which is a little bit more known, where the shot is on and whatever. And we've left now. Look at my nails. And I'm now taking the tubes for the first time in Paris. And we're gonna go to my friend Aben's by TNO. So I'm gonna take you with me and try on some new clothes. Okay, sex symbol. Okay. Laat me zien.
Don't make me block ya. They want follow cause I prosper. Look, no lie, head of a plan. Blue ticks up, my name was Roscar. You know, see me wicked, no see me bad.
Ava just ran into a group of people from Amsterdam, and there was a girl in the group called Esmeralda. She was like, I know you because my mate's mum is your mum's mate. Okay, we're now gonna go to the art showroom, which we're very late for because they all want to leave and I was busy.
I'm the God's gift and I'm taking the piss as if to say my name was a cop shop. You know, see me buck ya. Enough girls said that I'm a love stuck ya. I'm out school like.
Okay, mag niet stiekem. To be fair, obviously all the clothes behind me there for next year, so we can't pick those. We're gonna make it work, as we always do. It was pouring it down all afternoon when I was in Clementine's flat getting my nails done, and now it's like super hot and sun's out, but it's like 10 to 8, and the streets are like packed, as you can see. Everyone's having drinks and lunches, and it's like all fashion people, like super stylish, fashionable people out in these streets. And apparently this area where the showrooms were, I'll put the name here, is like their version of what we would call in Amsterdam the negen straatjes. It's all boutiques, showrooms, little like just cool stuff, and all the stylish people hang out there. So yeah.
Anytime I rhyme, I will rock you. If I see you on my timeline, I will lock you.
The people are vibes in, okay? It's vibes out here.
So you see them man there doing the most. On the gram, doing the most. On FB, doing the most. All over IG, doing the most. I don't care about your idiot pose. Don't know him, so why try both? Stop lying, you man there ain't close.
So if you want a really nice coffee or lunch with some CBD products and apparently not weed, behind Gare du Nord is this coffee place called Maison Nomade. The guys that work there are fit, and they play Afrobeat the whole time, and I'm a piano, so go there. It's like behind Gare du Nord. You're welcome. We're having business meetings in the street. He recognized me, and he's been trying to book me in Germany.
Not only Germany.
Everywhere. Sorry, everywhere. Holy shit, that was so weird. I just messaged Henry saying, oh, Henry, I get recognized in streets abroad. It's so weird. And as I press send, someone's calling my name. And it was that guy. He's from Germany. And he's had meetings about me with a handful of talent bookers from Germany to, like, you know, get me some, like, bookings around Europe. And like, you know, together with Kaytranada and Sango. And he mentioned a name that my manager and I had a whole kerfuffle about, because we realized my agent is essentially outsourcing, but we didn't know that. And it was his name, Linus, that kept coming up in conversations through other DJs, bringing that name back to us, like, oh, but Linus said he's been helping Jyoty getting booked in Germany. We were like, no, we don't know anyone in Germany. This guy just connected all the dots, told me everything. Everything makes sense now. And yeah, I just made a new friend, and I'm gonna see him tonight. How insane.
Cheese on bread will never call me. I don't care about your Snapchat story. Man, they're moving so poorly. Just swipe to the left, cause they bore me.
I wanna get ready in 30 minutes and leave for the club, because I play at 1. These are the trousers I'm wearing that I just got out of the bag that they were in. And they're so wrinkly. And I called the reception, and they were like, no, we won't have an iron until tomorrow. And they were like, just call again tomorrow. And I was like, I'm leaving now. And they're like, well, sorry, bye. Fuck. Oh, it's fucked. Oh.
Swipe, swipe. Just swipe, swipe. Just swipe, swipe. Swipe, swipe. Just swipe, swipe.
So how about Jyoty? Come on.
We can't get in the club, but we can get into the movie theater. I don't understand how you get hate from outside the club. You can't even get in. It's bloody 6 in the morning. It's bloody daylight. I've somehow made it to the end of one of the worst parties I've ever played and attended in my whole life. And no drugs at that. Very odd. So much happened. I'm gonna have to break this all down for you tomorrow. Don't click away, because tomorrow your girl's got 2 fittings. One with Maison Kitsune and the other one with Jacquemus. And the latter is going to be very exciting if you love a certain producer and DJ as much as I do.
Swipe, swipe. Just swipe, swipe, swipe to the left. Just swipe, swipe.
There's fucking people going to the train station to get the first trains out. How embarrassing. I haven't done this in years. The very randomly put together fit from Gifted Bodega, Gifted Art, my cowboy boots, and Prada. I'll tell you everything about last night, but first we're going to a fitting at Maison Kitsune for attending their party tonight. So while I'm trying to exit the station, let me start by telling you very briefly what last night went like. I showed up, you saw a brief clip of the absolute roadblock that it was. Got there, immediately it's bad vibes. In the sense of security is on 117,000 and not letting me get to the stage, and not letting me use the backstage bathroom for me to use before my set, for me to take my medication. Hella rappers there on attitude. So I do my set, the crowd is dead. I do get them all moving, but because my set is like the one before Baby Keem, it's just mad hectic. Also, ladies, your man's definitely cheating on you at Paris Fashion Week. Okay, so I play my set, and it's just chaos. Like, at first, there's no one on stage. And then they tell people to get on stage for my set. Then they tell people to get off stage because Baby Keem's team, Starbucks, doesn't want any people on the stage. And then I was doing an hour set. 30 minutes into my set, Baby Keem's DJ comes on to like set up his laptop or whatever, because obviously he uses Serato. Then, which is fine with me, but it's like a bit early. Then he realizes he doesn't have the right equipment or cables to set up his Serato. So he then proceeds to get someone to teach him how USBs and CDJs work during my set. Listen, let me get a Starbucks and get into this fitting and we'll reconvene. We're done super quickly. It was between these two. And we've gone with the dress. Okay, that was the Maison Kitsune fitting. I didn't film much, but it was so cute. I can confirm their staff are the nicest people in the fashion game so far that I've met. Super cute. Can't wait to go to their party tonight, which I'll tell you more about later. Anyways, back to last night's party. Okay, so this DJ is like practicing on the right deck, so I'm basically just on the left deck. It's a mess. I finished the set, and like people were vibing to it, don't get me wrong, but I feel a bit guilty because certain people were really there to see my set, which is insane to believe because Baby Keem was playing. Anywho, so this American DJ goes on, Baby Keem's DJ. He like didn't acknowledge my existence, didn't like, literally completely ignored me. And then security, I tried to go off the stage because I'm also that girl. I don't want to be on stage while Baby Keem's on stage. Like, who wants to be that person when it's not my friend? You know what I mean? So I tried to get off. And then my boys from Arta, whose party it was, they were like, nah, stay here for a bit. So then I kind of stood there with my drink in my hand, and then the security came and like yanked me off stage and pushed me off the stage, and I basically fell onto someone's table. Then this girl who was on that table got angry because instead of her realizing that I physically fell off a stage bum first on a table, she thought I wanted their drinks. Bear in mind, I've got a tequila bottle in my hand. So then that pissed me off so much. I pushed through the crowd, like I elbowed people. I'm so sorry about that. But I was so angry, I elbowed people out of the way, made it to like the front door where I vented to my friend Hussein from Daily Paper. I was just cussing out the crowd. The crowd yesterday was like, it was a weird mix of like Earl Sweatshirt, M. Huncho, Ricky Thompson, all these like models, and just like Baby Keem fans, and just like typical Paris Fashion Week clout chaser guys. It was just bad vibes. However, I did stay till 6 in the morning because when Baby Keem finished, who I didn't even see, who was also an hour late, Danga went on and his set was fucking insane. And then this local Parisian DJ went on. I'm going to try to get Insta stories of my reactions to his set. He was, I think his name's Arnaud or something. He was fucking insane. Paris Fashion Week, you have to really come prepared knowing what kind of crowds you're going to play to because, honey, no. Anyways, I have a Jacquemus fitting at 5. So in like less than an hour. It's a half an hour walk. I'm not hungry, which is insane. I really need to look after my food intake because I only had one meal yesterday. I'm also going to the Jacquemus fitting because I'm attending the Jacquemus fashion show in Arles, in the south of France, on the 27th. It's not going to be a normal location. You're going to see that. in a bit. And I'm being very careful with my words because there's another surprise, which I will tell you on the 27th when you see how I get transported to this show and who with. Look at my boy Abram cycling this girl on his handle. Okay, boo. I see you, boo. Okay.
Moto mami, 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 moto mami.
This is the land of my people.
Moto mami, 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 moto mami.
It's 10 o'clock and it's still so light outside. The sun is literally just setting now. I had an hour-long nap. Great, fantastic, best decision ever. The Kitsune party that I'm going to tonight is a 1-minute walk from the hotel. And it starts at 10, so I thought, get there for 11. And we're gonna go with Mateo, who you briefly saw for 1 second last night. But you know him from the Dubai vlogs. So, yeah. I got some takeaway from the dosa place as well, which is excellent. Because yesterday, the only meal I had was that Japanese beef curry. The day before, I had nothing. Wow. You're crazy. I've just been eating like a fucking piece of shit. But yay. Just getting ready to go to the Maison Kitsune party, which is a 2-minute walk from here. So that's really cool. I'm wearing this dress. Super easy. I just put it on with my boots. Okay, well, I'll show you in a second. And they really like my Prada bag. Okay, listen to this. That Prada bag, I'm going to be completely transparent, was gifted to me. Huge moment for me because it's the first time I got gifted a designer without like having done any work with them or for them. It was just like random. They like told Lily when I was still working with Lily that they wanted to gift me. So, okay, cool. But now I'm so addicted to the bag. I'm wearing it everywhere. I wanted to basically get it for myself as just a present to myself, when because things are going well. I looked it up and it's almost $2,000 for that bag, and I was willing to like spend up to $1,000 on it. And then I was just like, no. Like, even though this is a bag, you could clearly see I'm getting lots of use out of it. I basically want a second one so I don't keep wearing this one every day because I feel like I'm actually like butchering it. But like 1,700 pounds is too much. And then obviously Mateo was like, well, I'll be back in Milan. I'll get it for you there. It's cheaper and you'll get like VAT back. But I'm like, how much? Ooh, whoa, what the fuck? How much cheaper can it really be? What would you guys do? Let me know in the comments. Who it is? So this is a dress.
Lovely.
Maison Kitsune. We did the uns. I lost my voice. I'm now gonna get changed. However, we're trying to go to a party hosted by the Ops. And only Mateo has a ticket. So, to be continued. Okay, so it's like 2:15. I finally got a text message from Earl Sweatshirt saying that he can get us in. I have 5 minutes to change outfits and charge Mateo's phone while he calls an Uber, and then we're gonna try to go there and hope we can get in. I'm never gonna say who the party's by, but it's by a certain person who really hates me, but...
Man, want rave, bruh.
Okay. Oh my god, I got it on. Okay. Okay. And we are ready. Outfit change, daily paper dress, boots, kimono, Burberry bag. In 3 minutes, let's go. So first we got dropped off at the wrong fucking place. I had to call another cab, and now we're in the middle of bloody nowhere. And apparently the club is somewhere deep in the park that way. We're outside. It's mad chaotic. There's fights happening, like physical fights. It's a lot. I can't lie, it's a lot. It's a lot. Cars. We did it again. Good morning. Last day in Paris, and I thought I'd just start the day with letting you know everyone at Paris Fashion Week is broke and jobless. So don't let them tell you shit or make you feel like you ain't shit. Oh, and the worst of all are all the London boys and the American boys that are here. I've never seen dick riding so hard in my whole life, and not in the fun, sexual way. Please tell me why then at that party, while Lilo Cox is playing, does an American have to tell me, yeah, it's a vibe, but I didn't hear lyrics for a long time. I need lyrics. No, you need to shut the fuck up and go back to your Yankee Doodle. Good. Why does my face look so white? That's weird. I'm not wearing anything on my skin. Okay, well, good afternoon. It is 2 p.m. and we're heading downstairs. I went to bed at 6 a.m. last night. However, I've been up since 11, but I've been doing shit on my phone, and I was just loitering around. And I've actually spent the last 20 minutes tidying up this tiny room just so housekeeping can come and tidy it up properly. Who else does that? Anyways, today's last day in Paris. I need to buy a carry-on suitcase, and I'm just gonna hang out with Mateo, and hopefully today will be the day that I get 2 meals. I'm gonna drop this off at reception so that Maison Kitsune can pick up their beautiful bits, and let's have some fun, y'all. Little fit check, vintage Pradas, art to pants, Zara top I bought in Barcelona, and once again part of the Prada bag needs to stop. It's getting sad. You guys, I don't know where we are, but it's fucking popping everywhere. Where are we?
In the Republic.
No one knows, but it's lit.
We're in Paris.
Okay, Mateo is American, so. Oh, this man is lit.
Baby girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you. Let me buy you a drink. I'm T-Pain. You know me. I'm big music. Every boy, I know the club. Goes at 3.
Oh my god.
Diabetic friends.
Back to the crib. Show you how I live. Let's get drunk.
It is spicy like that. It's real. And I like spicy.
Is it spicy?
Like the money in the bank. I be in the break. Gotta be in the bounce to me. I talk fast. Talk money. I talk that. Talk juice bar. Let's shade. Shorty got class. Oh, behave. Let's get going. Walk it out. Just like that. That's what I'm talking about. We won't have fun. You don't see. On that Patron. You should get like me. I'ma find you a train. I'ma take it home with me. Like the money in the bank.
Okay, it's my last night and I haven't even showed you the room. So let's do a quick room tour. So I'm staying at 25 Hours Hotel. It's literally when you come out of Gare du Nord station. So super central, train station, like tube station right out front. The main train station with the Eurostar or trains to the airport right out front. And you can walk everywhere, super central, amazing. So it was, because I booked it one day before coming, aka when Paris Fashion Week had already kicked off, there were literally only 3 hotels available within my price range and that were somewhat decent. This was one of them. I'd seen this hotel before. I will say I've got the tiniest room, small room, perfect for one person though, and the hotel's really nice, really clean, really beautiful, really artistic. They have all POCs working here. All the art is African. The hotel's African and Arabic inspired. The bar is nice. The restaurant's nice. It's great. I will let you know that I paid $1,000 for 3 nights, excluding breakfast. And then I had to extend with an extra night, which was another 250 euros.
Wow.
I'm on the 6th floor in a small. I will say, I think that if it's not fashion week, the prices will be a lot lower. So just keep that in mind. You come in here, then this is the bathroom. Really cute. Perfect for one person. The shower cubicle is very spacious. I will say that. Then you come in here, and then here is my bed. This is like your safe and like luggage area. Don't ask me why my suitcase isn't there. It should be there. I don't know why I haven't done that. A little mini fridge. That is free of cost for the first night, but it's literally like a Coke, a water, and a packet of crisps. Little mini desk here. The telly is hidden, which I like, and I've actually not used one. And then I've already showed you the balcony, haven't I? But let's just show you once again. I'm not gonna get out, but the view is phenomenal. It's 8:15. My pants are unbuttoned. I was supposed to meet Aben and like the TNO gang for dinner at Wally. I put it here. Apparently it's like a really good, don't know what kind of cuisine it is. African, but I don't know what part. If it's West or East African food. I didn't look into it. Apparently it's a banging restaurant and I was gonna go there, but no, I think I'm just gonna stay in this last evening. And tomorrow you're gonna find out why I wanna be so fresh, please. So stay tuned. I might just order in, Let's see. It's the day of the Jacquemus show, and it's 8:04, and I am so stressed out. I am running out of medication in the middle of France, and my medication is something you can only get on prescription. So, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go to the nearest pharmacy and kind of try to beg and plead and cry to figure out how I can get it. And I've got too much stuff in my suitcase, need an extra suitcase, which I tried to buy yesterday, but it was Sunday, so none of the stores were open. And today, it's too early. The luggage shops that are literally across my apartment or my hotel don't open until 10. But I need to take the train with the Jacquemus people at 9:37 from a station, 30-minute drive from here. So yeah, great. Oh my God, I got it. I'm hungry, I'm sleep deprived, I'm sweating, I'm so stressed out, and I have to leave now. And I haven't even fully packed yet, but I got what I need the most. Make do fit with this skirt from the Indian shop. Hand me back from the Indian shop. Xenia top and my denim jacket and Zara boots. Oh, let's get to the station.
Hey Jyoty, what is this nonsense?
You want a proper fix? Call me. You want to get your fix? Call me. You want a cheese sticks? Call me. Me have the remix? Call me. You want a proper fix? Call me. You want to get your fix? Call me.
Oh, well, I thought I was forgotten, but I've got the whole car for myself.
You want a cheese sticks? Call me. Me have the remix? Call me.
When you want a drink, you can serve yourself here.
Serve ourselves? We have a little sneak peek in the room. Oh, cute. We have something that I can't read, but it's by Jacquemus. This is my outfit for later tonight. Dear, I'm always Mr. Jyoty. How cute. It's a little wardrobe thingy. And I look out at the park. How gorgeous. Seating area, look at the lamp. And my favorite, you know it. This is so beautiful. I don't know where the light is. Fuck. Guys, where do I even start? Like, where do I actually even start? So we made it to Arles. What you saw snippets of briefly was me stressing the fuck out and getting to Gare de Lyon, the big station in Paris, and getting on a train, which was a little bit chaotic because it was a train with regular customers, and then certain carriages had mainly Jacquemus people, and you saw me preparing my DJ set. Yes, because I am officially one of the DJs of the official Jacquemus after party. Preparing my DJ set, and a lot of people were in pairs, so I was kind of solo, but next to me was a photographer who I think was either Canadian or American, but clearly has been in Paris for a long time, because he spoke fluent French, and this girl next to him, whose room you briefly saw downstairs, she's a stylist, they work together. I chatted to them briefly, and they were so nice, and talking to them made me a lot more confident about what kind of crowds Jacquemus parties or shows attract are invited, because it's obviously private. And we're now in my beautiful hotel room here at the park, and what I was desperately trying to show you all the sunflower fields, but every time I saw it I was like this against the car, so I would forget to get my phone out. But the reason why I want to show you that is because this is the town, the city that inspired Vincent van Gogh. This is also the place where he had some of his episodes. So if you see all his like famous sunflower paintings, this is what has inspired him. And someone who studied art history in high school, it's a big deal. Like I did 3-4 years of art history, and it's just so beautiful, and I just can't wait. We were massively delayed, so we actually don't have that long. I think everyone has about an hour and a half to get ready, which for me is more than enough time, but I guess for some of the like influencers and like A-listers that are invited, I don't know how they're gonna get ready that quickly. But my outfit is here on the bed. I'm going to take in the views of this beautiful place and slowly start getting ready, and then at 4:30 we get picked up outside to go to the runway show. I might actually close my eyes and nap for 30 minutes. I don't know. The clothes are here. Everyone's dressed in white. What's going on?
I got the memo. I got the memo in a way.
You did the first thing. Your do-rag is so cute.
Yeah, right.
Got a little bit of a situation. We weren't aware how far the hotel was from the venue, and normally I would have time in between the show and the gig and like go back and either change, top up my makeup, get my stuff. There's no time for that, and I've spent the last hour trying to get in touch with someone from production to get them to bring my stuff, because I left my hotel door open like a sausage, but it worked out. And I've only gotten through to someone now. I feel bad for them because they're obviously so stressed out and busy, but it wasn't communicated to us about timings, and I got picked up like an hour after than I would have. So I'm on in an hour. Hopefully someone from Arlet who's already there in the town of my hotel can grab my shit and come here. Hi, sorry, the vlog hasn't ended yet. I'm actually giving you the final notes of this Paris Fashion Week vlog months and months and months after, as you can tell by the hair color. If anything, I've already done another Paris Fashion Week after this. But the reason why I want to still hold your attention is because I wanted to, as you could already tell through this vlog, is that Paris Fashion Week vlog for a DJ like myself, before anyone starts coming for me saying, you're moaning, blah, blah, blah. For myself, it's always a bit of a high highs and low lows, right? And I just want to add this at the end because if you ever find yourself in the same situation as I did a couple of times during those 4 or 5 days that you watch, 5 days, it's okay. We all go through this. And what I wanted to tell you is that it's different for everyone. I think when you're more of a commercial DJ or you play more mainstream sounds, as in like hip hop, Afrobeats, R&B, like stuff that especially also in Paris is very popular and like big scenes, you probably are used to the environments and how like subgenres and subcultures in those sounds run, and especially their parties. The thing is, when you're a bit more crossover and you're also very used to being in more underground environments as well as more mainstream, but also the very heavy electronic, and you kind of get to play around a lot, sometimes you forget that when music and fashion meet, they can sometimes bring out the worst in both industries, and the things that we as women or as just like bait or like going against the grain or going against the rules of the industry type of people, the stuff that we have been being very, very vocal about and fighting for the last few years, actually everything gets reversed for like a decade, basically. All the work goes undone. Obviously, one of the prime examples was that night where I played the Baby Keem party, where I couldn't use the toilets backstage before my set. I had to take my insulin on stage because the entire backstage was reserved for Baby Keem, who was not in the building even. During my set, the crowd being pulled on stage, then being told to get off stage, and that messing up the whole kind of vibe, to then Baby Keem's DJ coming up to the decks 30 minutes into my set and 30 minutes before his own set deciding he wants to play off USBs, and someone having to teach him with my decks that I'm playing with how to do that, to then being ignored when I'm telling him, hey, I could teach you like in the last 10 minutes of my set, like not being acknowledged as a human being, to then finishing my set and getting pushed off the stage by security onto someone's table. Like, that level of disrespect is just like, for me, I could only ever imagine at Fashion Week. And it's not Arta's fault or Bertoni. Like, he's a mate of mine and he would never let that happen to me. But it was just the environment and the night, and then dealing with like a big American rapper who, by the way, with me not being allowed to use the backstage toilet, didn't even show up till 2 hours after I had finished, may I add. And for example, from that to, this is not necessarily a bad experience, but for example, moving on to the Jacquemus set, this is something that I need you to know is reality and you need to be like braced for. Jacquemus, I have to say, their team, phenomenal. The invites, the environment, the love, everything was just 10 out of 10. But as you could see, when the vlog ended, it was like the day after when I came back to London. So the night ended on an extreme high. And don't worry, it's not going to go negative from here. I'm not going to tell you something that you didn't want to hear about Jacquemus. Not at all. But something you just need to be ready for is, even though I kind of like co-headline with Kaytranada, obviously on the night, Kaytra is the headliner, right? So for me, it was a really big opportunity to prove myself. And I'd already, because Kaytra and I share an agent, I kind of told my agent, I was like, I'm going to leave an impression on him. Like, I'm just gonna play the shit out of that set. And my team was like, yeah, as you should. So obviously, before I went on, it was quiet. And I don't know why, because like the set before me was incredible. It was so good. And then I just thought, okay, I'm going to play what the models want to hear. Because if you can get the models to dance, everyone else will follow, right? So I immediately went in with like Christina Milian, sing-along songs. And that's when you see the clip of like Kaytranada also going to the dance floor. And he kind of like got Amine and all these other people involved. And 10, 15 minutes in, I mean, it is Ramo. Like the entire dance floor is filled up. Simon Jacquemus is coming over to me. He's like dancing with me, taking videos with me, whining on me. He's having the time of his life. And I really just like got the party going. And then after that, it's obviously Kaytranada's turn. And now what I gotta say is, the reality is he obviously did his set and his vibe, which is a little less commercial, and which also meant that a lot of the models left. But because he is more famous, it also meant that the famous attendees then came behind the decks. And this is also where the good content comes from. The reason why I say this is because the next day reality sank in when I went on TikTok, went on Instagram, and I saw all these actors, models, singers, rappers, everyone doing all these TikToks where they're like, an Insta post, where they're dancing and grooving to my set, but because they don't know who I am, Kaytra is tagged in all these videos. And that's when you're like, cool, I need to be aware that this is still the stage where I'm at. And this is also not a normal clubbing environment. This is a fashion party where people don't come for the music, they come for the fashion. And the music is like the cherry on top. They're having a great time, but they don't know who they're listening to. And so this kind of this can, in my case, motivate you to then like keep pushing harder, so that next year, if I get booked at another party that they happen to attend, then they'll go, I recognize her. I've seen her play before. And then you kind of work your way up if you care and if you want. In my case, yeah, I do want, because it's like a freaking challenge for me. You work your way up to then people never misconstruing you for somebody else. But these are like the realities of Fashion Week. And I just want other DJs who are in like, you know, not necessarily in that commercial world. When you enter Fashion Week, you do kind of deal with commercial crowds. And these are the type of things you just need to be aware of. And you can either love it or you hate it. I think if you hate it, then don't do those shows. Like, protect your peace. For me, I normally do love it. Like an incident at that night with the baby Keem night, that is very rare. And then to like, you know, after going off the stage, then being followed up by like American DJs who are just getting these bookings because they are the tour DJs of big rappers and are clearing dance floors and are just awful. And it takes a lot for me to say that someone's awful. And the fact that when I had a rant on Instagram about it, everyone I knew from LA actually knew who I was talking about without me even hinting to who it was, says enough. But yeah, if you don't like putting yourself into those situations, don't. But if you're like me and normally you get a kick out of it and you feel challenged and, you know, you get the cherry on top of like doing very fun parties where the crowd is super loving, like Jacquemus or even Burberry parties, they've always been so good in my experience, then try it. Anyways, that was the end of the vlog. You're welcome. Thank you. Coming to you 4 months later. No big deal.